After the game or even in the last couple of days, what's coach's message been to you, and is this a springboard for you, a moment maybe where you can maybe provide some help off the bench for these guys?
Coach's message to not only me, but, the entire team is that, with 5 guys, playing majority of the minutes, he's always been talking to us about just making sure when your name is called to get into the game that, you're ready, ready to deliver, ready to produce, and ultimately so that we'll get a win. For me personally, he's just been really telling me the same thing ever since, I got here, just the same message over and over. And the last game was just really a result of that, just making sure I'm always staying ready and getting in and doing what I need to do.
You went after the National Player of the Year last year, like he was, not that big a deal. Just talk about the fact that it wasn't too big for you, and you had the courage to go right at it.
Oscar, he's a really good player. There's nothing much you can say. Even in high school, I was watching him put up crazy numbers. And, if I'm being honest with you, I always wanted to get a chance to play against him. Just see what it's like, being in that type of environment. How it was. So, it was also great to, really pull out the win. Not only for myself, but for the team and for Kansas ultimately. So.
Ernest, you played a lot at the start of the season. You were first big man off the bench, and the role kind of changed. Walk us through kind of the month of December and January, what it's been like for you.
Nothing crazy. I know basketball's a game where anything can happen. Adjustments can be made on the fly. And like I said, the biggest thing for me is just making sure I'm staying ready. Whatever the case may be, whether that's I'm playing 10 minutes or 3 minutes, even none. Just making sure I'm always ready and always doing what the coach needs me to do.
Is that hard to do, to stay ready throughout games when you're not playing?
Yeah, for the most part, just being stretched and loose, for sure. But mentally, not really.
And what is coach's, in terms of the way he's coaching you, what is he emphasizing for you in terms of your minutes on the floor?
Yeah, like I said, making sure when I get out there that I screen, making sure I hit somebody, rebound the ball, be a rim protector, and just get open shots for the guys that are around me. So.
In terms of the speed of the game, how do you feel like that has changed over the course of kind of the first 2-3 months?
Being completely honest with you, I would say the game slowed down for me. Like I said, when I first got here, straight out of high school, it was crazy fast, to be honest with you. But now, like the last game, it was really like calm, cool, and collective for me. Just being out there and just being in the flow and the rhythm of the game was just really, really good for me.
Ernest, I know it's just one game, but going into a game like tomorrow night, do you have expectations individually for yourself as far as playing a role like you did against Kentucky, or do you just kind of wait and see how the game plays out?
It's really tough to really go into tomorrow's game, especially with any like personal or goals or individual for myself, because especially since they beat us the last time we met, and this game that's coming up is really important for us, not only us but for our fans, for you guys, and just making sure that we go out there and get a win first and foremost. And it's really, really tough for me to look at tomorrow and try to find any individual things I can do for myself.
Ernest, how much is the revenge motive there, and the fact they're ranked higher than you by 1 slot?
We really don't really look at the rankings. You know what I mean? Like I said, last year we lost to Kentucky by a crazy amount, and we're natty champs. So we don't really look at seedings or anything like that. As for tomorrow, though, for sure you can say quote unquote revenge mode, but at the end of the day, we need to go in there, do what we need to do what we've always been doing to pull out wins, and we'll see the end product.
In terms of the first game, what has Coach emphasized for you guys that you have to improve this time around?
Defensively, really. It's one thing you could say that we were putting up shots and they weren't falling, but we played great defense. But the last game we played, we really didn't do a combination of either. J. Will had a crazy scoring game. That game, really kept us in that. But the biggest thing for us, make sure we're locked in defensively. I've been told this throughout my whole life, but I also believe that defense wins championships. I forever believe that. As long as you're making the other team play bad, you could shoot horrible and still pull out with a win. So we just need to be locked in defensively.
You mentioned the defense. I guess anything in particular? Is it perimeter? Is it in the paint oriented?
Really, pretty much just overall. I can't really sit here and just nitpick different aspects, but just making sure we're 100% locked in defensively.
On a lighter note, do any of you guys follow the Chiefs? Did you watch the title game last night? And what do you root for them?
Me going to University of Kansas now, for sure you can say I root for them. growing up, Seattle was my team. You know, not gonna lie, but but no, we keep up with it. I didn't really watch the game. I watched part of it, but no, we do.
Anything else?